Good morning. Welcome back to the stream, people. I'm back here again. This is Wednesday morning, and I'm gonna start with a trade recap because I've already started trading for the day. Technically should be finished, but we'll do a trade recap and have a look at the London session, see if there's anything available. I still do have things I want to try out, especially this morning. So I'm gonna have a look at London session, give you guys a quick market review, what I think is happening structurally wise, and then if there's an opportunity, I'll take it. Trade recap first. Give me a second. Okay, so gold trade. So I streamed yesterday. I was looking at gold. I was looking for a reversal in the London session. Didn't happen. Then I looked at gold again in the New York session. So I decided to stream first time New York session yesterday. And the gold trade, gold was sitting here. Just waiting for the breaking structure. Got the breaking structure. And that could have indicated a possible reversal of the previous price action here. And the continuation of the trend on the higher time frame, which is going on right now. Yeah. Reversal here, pushed up here. So for it to continue this trend, you'd expect it to come within this zone here, this last demand that drove it up, put in a reverse and go. So that's what I was looking for. Sold it down here and then look for a buy here. So yesterday, as you can see, we did get a breaker structure where I marked out. Price pushed a little bit. I did highlight this in the stream that there was some resistance here based on, let me just put the resistance back on. Based on this H1 candle here. Hold on, let's get it right. Based on this H1 candle here, so price could just get there and go against me. So I took it for a small win. As soon as I got out, this is what happened. My stop loss was underneath there. It took me out and I was out already, so it's not a bad thing. It was a win. It counts. I was able to get out, but as you can see, it pulled back up immediately. So price did want to move, and it is pushing up. Was consolidating right now. It's going sideways, but it still looks like a reversal is imminent. Unfortunately, market being what it is, sometimes they want to take you out of your position before they could go. There was a news catalyst, so that's a justification for that, I'm assuming. Fine, I set it, took the win. That's why I scalp, people. That's why I scalp. I'm so tired of this. It's meant to have gone up from here, got that move, but it needed to stop everyone out first before it did that. And that's why I scalp. I can't go through this. I wanted to hold it to take it back up there, at least to here, to this zone. That's what I was anticipating. But based on experience, scalping way forward for me. I don't like losing, so difference between swing traders and scalpers, or if you're holding a trade for a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3, you're going to take a lot more losses. That's the reality. A lot of people don't tell you. They tell you go for 1 to 2 so your wins outweigh your losses. True, but you're going to take a lot of losses, and that could be the difference between having a 40% win rate for 1 to 2 or a 70% win rate for 1 to 1. My personal experience, my personal preference, 1 to 1. So I took it for a quick win, then I was out. So this morning, I noticed price sticked around, and it did exactly the same thing here, and it's exactly the same price point here for the breaking structure. So let's zoom in a little bit. We'll go to M15. Maybe that's a better picture you can see. Okay, so price was trending down. It was on the H1. I was looking at it. It was trending down. Got to here. Let's go to H1. It's better. It's a lot cleaner. So lower highs here, creating a trend down, and here it broke. As soon as it broke, I took it and I ran it up. Stop loss underneath here. Initially, it was there. And I had a lot of size on it. Reduce the size, put my stop loss here, run it there. I didn't want to sit around for it to come back, which it did. So this next H1 candle, so I got out just there. H1 candle came all the way back to my entry. I'm not interested in that. I am not interested in that. I want the stress-free trades where I could just get in and out of the market. So quickly show you my trade history so you can see. So first entry was there. I just missed the breaking structure. Actually, no, I got this breaking structure. It was really good, actually. Got the breaking structure. Scaled out at a large position. And as it got to the top here, I closed my position because I don't want this to happen. So essentially, I made money today. And look, it went straight back to the entry. Yes, it's pushed back out, but I'm not interested in all of that. So essentially, I've made my money today. So I don't really need to do much. And I did have a sell on Euro as well. So Euro created some equal lows. It created a low here. Had a quick sell just to drive it underneath that low, but I got out as soon as it got there because the potential of it reversing after running liquidity is there. So quick sell, small position because I know it's high risk. I know stop losses are here. So it got there, broke out, then pulled back in. So essentially this is a fake breakout. And there's an argument for a buy here to try to continue up. So I'm going to have a look at H1, see if there's structure there and if it's about to be broken. If it is, maybe. But the problem is we've got these equal lows here and we are in a downtrend. So it's arguable that price pushes down further to get back down here to fill this imbalance and this gap. So it's risky, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Maybe there's an opportunity for a small trade. So if this does hold there and push up, I would assume the sell to continue the downtrend will come from tagging into this previous resistance that will act as support for it to continue its downtrend. So I can see price coming up here, possibly being sold from there. I don't think there's any major news today. I'm going to have a quick look. I think I've checked already. Nothing crazy. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, there's minor news. FOMC later today. But yeah, there's nothing crazy scheduled. But we never know with FOMC, never know what they want to discuss that may move the market. So but that's in the New York session. Nothing to worry about in the London session. So we should get some clean price action. And that's what I'll look for. So having a look at this, it's just sideways. As you can see, last 4 hours, just going to the side. Nothing really happening. It could still push down. One of those equal lows is created here. Or it could break the structure like it's already done here. So it pulled in here. From here, should come here and sell from there. But took that high. Maybe it's just to get into this supply zone and be sold again. We'll see. But if that was the case, it did tag it. Should be sold from there, but push up higher. So it looks bullish. And London session started. Yep. 5 minutes into the London session now. So I could see London session just pushing it up here maybe. And maybe that's the sell. Maybe getting above there and that's the sell. Not sure yet. It's a risky one for a buy because of the equal lows. And the sell is more likely. But we are still technically in the uptrend. Okay. So this could just represent the pullback. This up here is not a reversal in my eyes. It's not a traditional reversal pattern. It's equal highs. So I would assume eventually price will come up to run these highs. It should have done it from this zone here, from this top to here. It should have done it there, but it could be from here to here. So it may be a larger range. So that being said, price could definitely get underneath here and then reverse, then start coming up. So it's a bit too risky if you are swing trading. But again, if you're swing trading, you're probably used to taking multiple losses, trying to find a position, then finding a position going. So maybe that works for you. But scalping, I'm not trying to take multiple losses. I want to get into something I'm quite sure of. And right now I can't see anything. Arguably, if it breaks this high, it has reverse. and it's going to push higher, and maybe there's a scalp to take it into this zone here to fill this imbalance, and maybe from then it sells. So if it continues as it is, essentially this is a low, fake breakout, this will be the left shoulder, right shoulder, breaks this high, it should continue up maybe into this zone, and maybe that's the sell after, if not further up, and continues its uptrend. One of those ones you have to wait and see. I just don't trust those equal lows, so I'm not going to be buying this personally. The gold trade looks better, but there you go, it's breaking above, so maybe there is a drive to get up there. Just don't trust it based on the equal lows, so I'm going to wait. I'm only interested in something nice right now. I built up the account a little bit, got some wins yesterday with gold, took some trades this morning, so I'm trying to be cautious now. I'm going to reduce my size and just small increments, because now I'm trading the New York session as well. Previously, I've never done that. Not previously, never done that. Previously, this year, I haven't been doing that, but I've decided to start doing that. So if I'm taking more trades, I don't need to get so much per trade. So reducing my size, gonna grow the account slowly. And yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate this. This is a pot firm challenge. So if you're new, this is a pot firm challenge that I'm doing, 5%ers, and it's a 20k challenge. So not massive wins, but made $500 so far, and gonna try and continue. Good morning. Yeah, there isn't much happening so far, but yeah, there was a gold trade. There was a gold trade. Gold's broken structure. What I was looking at yesterday, if you remember, I think I mentioned it in stream, for gold to try and get down to this demand and look for potential reversal. That's kind of happening now. Don't know if it's got much legs, but that's what's going on right now. So yesterday, tried, attempted, it failed, and today it looks like it's going to go for it again. We'll see if it holds this time. There's no reason for it not to. If these are supply zones, this has been used, so there's no reason for it not to get above here and maybe head into this supply zone, test that. If this doesn't hold, it will get to this price point. So other than that, yeah, I'm going to have a look at the rest of the things. Euro's not doing nothing. I don't trust Euro right now. Let's see what else the market's saying. DAX was interesting. I did actually get in a DAX play when it broke this high. I only took it for a small piece. I should have held it a lot longer, but it is what it is. Let's see what DAX has today to offer. It's that highest, I know this. It's at highs and it's it's at highs and it's trending. So you could expect some kind of pullback. Maybe a flag before it pulls out again if it wants a continuous bullish run. Or you could expect a considerable reversal. Let's see. Let's see what tops looks like. It looks like equal highs. Equal highs ish. Pulls down here. Imbalance. Maybe DAX is bullish. So far, cleanest thing I've seen. No reason for it to get underneath here. Continue running high. Continuous bullish trend. Gonna have a look at DAX. Let's see what 15 minutes candle look like. Okay, so we had structure coming down, just broke the structure here. So yeah, DAX could have been the play if I was not yapping. That little break there, maybe it's an entry in DAX. Looks like it's tagged into it and it's pushing off from it. So that's a little reversal, push down, comes up, so tag into here and sold, push down and then broke it. So it's broken the supply zones. So this is in play right now, this direction, pushing up. Let's see where it wants to go. So we've got those highs as a target. It could just get above here and be sold again. It may be too early, but there's no major news. Maybe there's a little trade with DAX to see if it pushes further. That could have been the entry. Let's see if we could get a quick entry on DAX. Small position on DAX would be what? 0.5. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a buy on DAX. Use that swing below. It's a risky one, but let's see if it wants to continue its trend. Not using too much on this. Swing low. It's what I'm going to use as my stop loss, and that's it. Wait, let me just find out what that swing low is. 24,210. Okay, so had demand from yesterday, pulled out, sorry, and created the imbalance. Came back here, filled that imbalance, and it's reacting, breaking structure. By all means, this is a good entry. If this does not hold and it comes down and gets underneath here, it should continue to try and get underneath there. And maybe this is a reversal. I don't believe this is a reversal. That's why, even though I'm late to the party here, I'm going to see if I could get a little push up and see if it wants to test those highs. I'm going to trail my stop because there's no reason. But again, it's not much in there. It's only $34. I made more than that this morning. So even if I was to lose this, it's a break even morning at worst. So I only want to risk $25. So I'm going to adjust my stop loss actually. Let's see what H1 candles are looking like. Yeah, okay, so I could adjust my stop loss a little bit. $25 on this is more than enough. 25.49. It's a bit early for that. Bit early for that, but that's all I'm willing to risk. If you want to take it, take it. I think it's petty of you if you take my $25. Let's see if there's any reason it needs to come back here. So a bit of a gap here, it's filled it. I should be underneath here really. So yeah, there's no reason for it to come back. Go. Let's see if we could get these highs and see, hopefully we get a nice drive out yesterday, this morning like it did yesterday. That would be nice to see. But we are in a little supply zone here. Could pull it back. Hopefully it just, this candle here, maybe that was that attempt. So tagged into it already here and push back up. And has it closed above it? Almost closed above it. Would prefer it to close above here. That will indicate that this supply zone, this small little supply zone is not a concern, and it's going to drive past it and test this one here. If this one breaks, then I think the highs, yeah, if this one breaks, then this highs are free. So let's see what happens. That might be the trade for the morning. Okay, still don't trust FTSE with all of this here. So yesterday it pushed up. So I was selling this in the London session, in the New York session. So slow, I got out of it, and look, it pushed up just to come back down again. And I just can't stand that behavior. Make a decision. It's like it wants to go up, but it's got all this unfinished business, if you like. NASDAQ was interesting yesterday. So it was a very good call yesterday. I can't remember if it was in the London session. It was like this. I said I could see it coming back down here. But then I think in New York section, it started breaking structure. So I thought there's a buy there. But what it did, it dropped all the way down to demand, then swung all the way back up. Not a nice move. But yeah, I did say these triple, quadruple highs were just a pullback. It wasn't a reversal. So continue this trend. Still bullish on NASDAQ. I like to see it go as far as it can. I'd like to see it above these highs. Yeah. But you know, there's a big gap here as well. It's a very strong argument for it to pull back in there before it goes for those highs, but it's bullish. NASDAQ. US30 had a look at it yesterday. Very similar in structure to NASDAQ, but it it did the same thing, but it overdid it. So it pulled back, smashed this demand. You would think it's selling off, then look, reverse and went straight back up. I do not like that. So I'm going to be cautious if I'm looking at US30 today. NASDAQ just was a bit more respectable of its previous lows in its uptrend. So gold is still trending. Very DAX. Nice move on DAX. If I had size on that, that would be a considerable win. Could close that. That's a nice win. Just not much money. Let me see what does that do to the balance. Nothing. Let's see if we could get those highs. I'm going to trail it and try and move to break even. There's no reason it doesn't take these highs other than it doesn't want to do it yet. But there is no major news catalyst, so there's no reason for it to delay. We are not on Monday, so go for those highs. You can see a pullback coming from the supply zone now. Definitely, if it happens, definitely pull it back to my entry and we'll test these lows again. This zone here, I want to see this hold and push up again. If not, then it's going to stop me out. But if it stays strong, it should take these highs. There's nothing here. There's no reason not to. So hopefully it doesn't mess around and just drives. There's no real resistance. It's just this imbalance here. Arguably, it just came up to tag into there and sell again, go through. So that's what I should be cautious of. And that's why I should just take this small win. But because I've got such... This is probably when you trade with a small position, you need a lot more to happen. If I had some size on this, that is more than enough. Normally, I would be trading with 3 times the size. So that little push here would have been more than enough, but I have to be patient now. Would expect some kind of pullback here. And if it doesn't, great. Just drive. Go. No need to come back. I see. That's a win. I should take it. Let's see if we could get a little bit more. Could move to break even, but still a bit early. Could see price driving back to my entry. Let's see what M1 structure looks like. Okay, nice little flag and drive. That's cool. Yeah, it's too early. Not gonna do anything yet. Let's see if it wants to take these highs, at least get up there and then consider taking some size off. Well, it's really nothing. I'm probably just going to close it because there's not much in this move at all. Be happy with another $10 though. So this is where I would expect some pullback. And it may take it all the way back to my entry. Not sure I want to stick around for that. But we'll see. Maybe there's some volume and it just drives straight through and goes to wherever it needs to go. If it breaks this, I'll take partials, move to break even, then leave the runner, and hopefully the runner does something special. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's a bit early, but typically before it takes a high, there's usually a pullback, and I don't want to see price come back to my entry, or even play around with my entry. I want to see it just drive out here, do a break and retest, and continue. And that's ideal world, and that's what I am trading for. Right now, there's no risk on this. I could leave this alone and then focus on other things now, see what the rest of the market's doing. So that was a good read. That was a good win. I'm satisfied with that. So a little bit made on the account. Not crazy. A win's a win. Don't want to take too much risk today. I mean, I already made something, so that's why I risk off a bit. See what the rest of the market is saying, see if there's a better setup, and take another trade. So wait, let me just make sure I got this H1. So euro now, and I'm expecting price to reach here and have a reaction from there based on this low. So it's got there so far, it's reacting. Let's see how much of a reaction you'll get. Looks like DAX is moving. Okay, it's still the same place. See what happens with the euro trade. I didn't want because of the equal lows. That'll be interesting to see if this holds as a reversal or as a continuation of the downtrend. So I'm at break even for this now because I would expect some kind of a pullback here. So far it's happening. See if it comes all the way back to my entry. We're already taking partials. Gonna see if it runs these highs and continues its uptrend. That's the plan. It's gonna be patient now. And this might be the last trade, to be honest. Not a lot going on. There is no news, major news today. Yeah, gold is slow as well. Nothing going on there. DAX and euro is the only thing moving. Very happy with this DAX trade. I'd be extremely happy if it just pops here. Not for the win, just to know the read was right. Builds my experience and confidence. And I might just leave it. Let's see if it wants to do something special. In theory, I should be looking for opportunities to add to the position. But I'm okay with a small win. So I think I will trail the H1 lows and see how far it wants to go today. Right now, there's there's a clear path for DAX to do whatever it wants to do. As you can see on the daily, there's no real resistance forming against it. I can't see any point or any concerns. Let's see on the weekly again, monthly again. So no real reason for it not to break out here. And if it does break out now, the only reason to get out of the position if I see some kind of change in structure where it starts reversing. So I will just trail the H1 lows and see where it wants to go. It's about to take this higher. Yeah, go for it. Could add pair. But again, it could pull back just before it takes it. But it's a nice potential breakout. It means the read was right. It should break out now. I could add my size on this, have my lows, but it's just a risk. Not really worth it. I don't really want to expose myself crazy just for this small position. Already got the win. But I could add here, get a breakout, quick scalp for the breakout, and then leave the runners. Let's see. Okay, teasing just before it breaks out. Always does this. Should pull back here, leave a low, then break it out. And that low is where people will place their stop loss. So when it does a break and retest, it comes back for those stop losses, essentially. That's why I think the breakout, I may just close it because I don't want to sit around to see what happens next. Just close it for the breakout and see and be done with this trade. I don't like being played with. Yeah. Is that DAX you're looking at? What are you looking at today? This is yesterday's high, but I feel this was more to do with the overnight session. So essentially, this isn't a trade. This is just consolidation, and then pulled down from it, and it tagged perfectly into the imbalance where it shot up from yesterday. So it consolidated a lot from yesterday's session, pulled there, then New York session ripped up. So all it's done is just tag into that. That's what indicated to me is just continuing. And DAX has been very clean in this. So that's why I jumped in, even though it was late. There was a H1 breaking structure there, so I jumped in there. So by all means, it should just continue its trend. There's a H1 breaking structure there. A structure here, broke it there, that's a trade. By all means, it should continue, but you know, at these highs, it could always just pull back, lag a bit, and that's why I got out and I moved to break even now. But it should take these highs. Should take these highs. No reason not to. There's absolutely no resistance here from what I could see. And this wasn't during the trading session. I'm not even sure this was during the Asian session here. Let's just check. Okay, arguably this was Asian session, so maybe Asian session sold it a bit, but this looks all fragmented, no real volume. So maybe that just acts as a pullback to get back into demand, and as soon as it got to demand, all the volume kicked in. All right, let's see. Are we getting it now, or is it in the next H1 candle? NASDAQ, eh? Okay, I can see why. I can see your argument. Big imbalance here. Maybe it just came up there to fill it. Yeah. So consolidated overnight. No real pullbacks. There was an attempt here actually. I saw that last night. Then it's consolidated, hasn't taken that high. And now it's pushing down. Can see why you want to sell that. I'll be cautious. I'm very bullish on NASDAQ. But I'm biased, so ignore me. So it's reacted to this imbalance here, and I think from here it should have went up. Right? It did, and it tagged to this supply that's using it as resistance. So yeah, it could push under. If it gets underneath there, it might be. If it gets underneath there, maybe it pulls back down towards its support down here where it broke from yesterday. So I'm guessing you're looking at this structure here and you want to just get the breakout here. $24,316. Gold is reversing good. So it breaks the structure. Gold is free to go. Free to go. But I don't see it moving fast. I just don't see it. Okay. Euro's looking bullish now. I expected some more of a pullback there, but just tagged the science driving up again. So let's see where's the next target. No, it's too. It's just too risky. Just too risky. You could get above here and be sold. I just don't trust Euro for the buy. Yeah, I don't trust it. I would like to. This looks like this could be sold again. What's going on? And this is what I don't want to stick around for. Slows down at the top. Everyone expecting the breakout. Slows down at the top. Giving impressions coming back before it goes. That's what happens too often. That's why I was out with the DAX trade. It's going through. Just go. What's all the hesitation about? Come on, DAX. Okay. I want to add so much. Really want to add. I know it's going to break out now. I'm going to be disciplined. Discipline is your friend, okay? Patrick, discipline is your friend. Okay, so we've got the breakout now. I want to see how far it drives. Then I'm looking to close it. Or should I just trail it? Probably just trail it. Let's trail it. I would like another $7, then I'd be happy to close this trade. Round it up to a nice round figure. 550 for the day. Let's see last 2 minutes of this candle, see what it wants to do. I'm gonna trade it. Let's go to M1, trade it on there. Okay, so there's gonna be a pullback. Yeah, I might just call it. There's gonna be a pullback. I'm happy with the trade. Got what I wanted, that's fine. I mean, from the tops, once it's broken out, it should pull back in and then it should go up, break and retest, right? But from the top here, the objective's been met. There's nothing really up there, but there is stop losses here. So, and there's stop losses there. So if the objective is to make money, it should pull back, fake continuation and break structure. And that's where the money's made for today in this session. So I can't just get a breakout and hope it goes to the moon. I can't do that. Always need to consider if it comes back and if it's going to take my position out. So do I want a reduced win or do I want to get out and get most of the move? And that's what I prefer. The read was right. Good entry, good exit. I can live with that. Look for another trade. And so far, there's nothing really happening. The DAX was the move. Very happy with that win. Gold, already got the win from here. It's not going any further from the looks of it. This could just be a delayed pullback. And eventually it pulls down. And it's not the reversal that I was hoping it would be. I got the win anyway. Let me see what we're doing structurally. Structurally, still looks bullish, but nothing for me to do there. Are you still considering that NASDAQ trade for the sell? Might be too early. I don't trust, like, I just put this out there. I don't want to say nothing to shake you out your position, but I don't trust this equal highs. If you look at the DAX trade I just took, it's more or less the same thing. It created equal highs based on low volume. So it could pick up and be sold, bought up. The only difference, NASDAQ doesn't really move in this session. So it may continue selling. And if that's the case, it means, yeah, your trade will work out, especially because this imbalance here has been filled and it didn't go anywhere. So it may continue selling. But eventually, sometime today, I would expect it to run these highs. So it's something to be, I mean, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You know, you have experience. It's just when you said selling from here, selling from highs makes sense. Not against that. It's just the structure. I don't like it. I like to see, like, I'll show you what I mean. I like to see like a peak. So we had that yesterday. It pushed up here, came here, fake continuation, came down, then it broke this low. So I think I was in a sell here as well. Sell that to get down to this imbalance is kind of what I was looking at yesterday. I think I got it from the break here to get that little move. And I called it because that was, I think that was the last H1 candle for the end of the day. So I didn't expect it to go far. So I prefer to see that rather than this, because that to me is liquidity clearly, and that will concern me for this sell from here. But I'm sure you can see that. Yeah, good. I mean, I think that's the best thing to do. It's not really moving. I think you had a few good calls the other day when it was moving, and I said it was too early, but it was moving. Here, I'm not sure. It's ranging right now, isn't it? Let's see what the H1's looking at. Yeah, it's just ranging. Unless you're like buying the bottom of the range, selling the top of the range, and that's your setup. I can't see much going on here. But yeah. So yeah, that's me done for this London session. I made some change up on the account. I'll be back again New York session. Had a bit of fun yesterday. I'm gonna take the same approach, cautious, see if there's anything that makes sense in the market, and then I'll take a small scalp on stream and try to continue growing the account while streaming. Hopefully you guys appreciate this, and if you do, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Any questions or comments, let me know. This is Patrick signing out. Until next time, peace.